Can we just talk about like what we hope to see the next 4 years in America, right? What we would like in an ideal world. They put Roe v. Wade back on. Turn that back on. Flip that one.
He gets to replace 2 Supreme Court justices probably. He might pick 2 people that are low-key pro-choice.
Exactly.
Because I don't think he was pro. I think he just wanted to win the election. I don't think he
give a fuck about
What's the deal with that? Are we banking on these people dying?
I think 2 might retire just because, this is what the Democrats didn't do. Let me just get out now in case I die and there's a Democrat in office, and then we could lose our seats. Democrats are selfish, corrupt fucks, and Ruth RBG was like, I'll just die and fuck women in the future. But I think 2 the conservative ones might be like, let's just get out while the getting is good. And he can appoint 2 conservative people in my place.
I understand.
Yeah. So, but he's still got to get him past the Senate, and the Senate.
And they won't step down unless they know who he's putting in place, and they have to be.
Yeah. Okay, but basically, I think the smart move would be to protect Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
And make an effort to protect it. And don't do this thing where you're just like, well, I'm going to let the states decide. No, federally protect it. I think that's what the majority of Americans would want right now.
Yeah. What makes you think he's going to do that?
I said wishful thinking. It's just wishful
blindly
thinking.
Optimistic.
Yeah, it's like when they say they're going to take inflation down, we go, I hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of them know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
But like, this is what you would
We're
hope
just
would happen.
fantasizing.
Yeah,
like someone wins president in 8th grade, you're like, I'm going to make the soda and the water fountain.
School lunch is free.
All right,
Yeah.
so reparations. Got
Yes.
it.
That's not
That's it. Wait,
That's
Can we
not
do
how-
reparations for all disenfranchised people?
no.
Why?
No. Us first.
Let's do gay reparations first.
Nah,
Gay
I
reparations.
wanna-
They got the most money anyway.
No, gay reparations, bro. Think
Nah,
about,
I'm out.
think about all the gay people that were discriminated
we
against,
first.
bro.
I'm out.
Think about
on
all
that.
the Broadway shows that didn't happen that they could have got paid for. That's what I'm saying, bro. But let's do gay reparations. We'll do black reparations.
No, in all seriousness, what do we hope happens? There's been talk about Elon getting involved in, what is it, the Agency of Efficiency, right? Yeah. And cutting a lot of the bloat in government.
Yeah.
Do we think that is a good idea? What would that look like?
It's a great idea. If anything gets done on that front, it'd be a win. But I think it's going to be hard to get a single thing done on that front.
I think the problem is with like a lot of these organizations is a government organization will come up and they'll come up and in support of fixing a real problem.
Yep.
Let's say that problem is cats getting in trees, right? And that agency, lobbies to get some laws passed to make trees, make the trees all be covered in, steel so the cats can't climb them or whatever. All the trees are covered in steel. Cats can't climb the trees. We've solved the problem. Okay?
I like it.
I'm trying to speak to the real American people here. You
brother.
fucking liberal cucks, you coastal elites, laughing at my metaphor that actually taps into the heartstrings of the good old American people. Okay? Thank you, Al. Al understands it.
Project 2025,
Thank
the cats
you.
in the tree.
Okay? You wrap the steel around the trees, all right? Especially the willows and the oaks. And when the willows and oaks are completely wrapped, the cats cannot climb up them.
Why didn't you just go with homelessness?
It's too real for people. It's too real for
It's like
people.
a lot shorter.
It's too
You know what I mean?
painful.
It's just
The
a few
pain.
syllables. It's not a whole
Okay.
sentence.
Anyway, I think I've got a great solution to cats and trees, by the way, and nobody's talking about it. I think I owe a little bit of credit for this, okay? Think about how many people lose their cat in a fucking tree and they just gotta sit there until it runs out of energy and falls down.
Let's say that fucking
You know what I mean?
homelessness. They
Listen.
solve homelessness.
You know what?
And then,
You know what? Fuck America. I'm moving to
no,
Mexico.
don't do that. Don't do it. Come on.
So they solved the problem.
Great.
Now, do all those people that work at the Cats in the Trees Problem Agency, did they immediately retire after they come up with this genius solution? This genius solution to wrap steel around the
no,
trees?
kids, but still got to have purpose.
It's still got to have purpose. So what do? Trans rights. See, if y'all just let me cook, I get there always. Al believes in me.
I saw the vision. I saw the vision.
Y'all let me cook, I get there. Chef Boyardee Schultz in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
But okay, so the point is, so they find another cause, and the causes get more and more extreme, and they get more and more ridiculous. But I have empathy for these people. Right? Because these people are working, they solve the job, and they're like, well, I'm not going to fucking retire and go find another job. This is where I work. Some of these organizations, I'm sure, are doing things that are in the level of necessity very similar to Kitpa. and they can fucking get snipped.
Absolutely. There's waste in the institutions, and you just hope that they're able to strategically and surgically cut out the waste and the blow without making
But when
the
you
correction.
say it like that, nobody understands. Yes. When you say it like me, they're like, yo, we gotta fucking wrap steel around trees because cats are getting stuck up their organization. Get rid of it.
As much as a genius as Elon is, does he do it strategically? Because he went into Twitter, cut like 70 to 80% of the staff.
Yeah.
And Twitter's still down like 80% of his value since he's taken over.
But yeah, but that's perception based, and I'm okay with cutting a lot of government jobs. Like Vivek said, you cut a little muscle, that's all right with me. You save a lot of fucking
What is that
money.
famous saying? Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Suffocation,
No breathing.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll tell you
Shop.
nothing.
Honestly, a great counterpoint.
Yeah, Sad Guru said that. So I think
Why is he so sad?
it is a little bit obnoxious.
You're not doing your job if you're a sad guru. You should be enlightened.
Talk that shit,
You know what I mean? That's the whole
mud.
point. You know what I mean?
Talk that shit, mud.
I'm only going to accept it in Trump's America. I'm going to put up with this if Kamala won.
Nah,
if
for
Mud
real.
had won,
If Mud
If
won,
Mud had won?
if Mud beat Paper, yes, we would be fucked.
That's a sick name for the gang, bro. Dude, Muds and Crips. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? What's
Dude,
up,
the
Muds?
Muds and the Crips.
I kind of like it.
That is kind of cool. All right. In all seriousness, what do
What
we
do you guys
expect
call
for
again?
America?
Jesus.
Jeez.
I can say it now.
Why?
Trump won.
That's right.
We back.
Yo, let's go. We
No.
One more time, but you can think of some more.
Nah, but I got nothing. What else can we expect for America? Obviously, abortion's gonna come back.
Yep. Yep. You've been right about
Yo,
every abortion date you've had.
When
ever.
abortion comes back, when abortion comes back, ladies, stop being so cavalier about it.
That is important.
Yo, because we had abortion, and then Lena Dunham was out there like, yo, one of my greatest regrets is I ain't getting an abortion.
Yeah.
First of all, that's not
Thank you.
totally up to you. you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That pullout game was on Usain Bolt when I was stroking her down.
Dude, she could have got a donor. She could have got a sperm donor.
Just a scoop? You are diabolical.
That's diabolical.
Yeah.
You are fucking diabolical, Mark.
Well, did you hear about the trans person that tried to transition to get an abortion?
Mark, take his new tonic right now. Mark is on some wild shit right now.
His news is wild.
I've been reading,
Yeah, it
bro.
is.
I've been
He got
reading.
Zen in one hand, new tonic
Yo,
in
what
the
the
other.
fuck is going
know.
on here, dude?
You know Mark voted for Trump 13 fucking times.
He voted here and in Florida.
Yeah, nail it.
No, great. What is this crazy story?
There's a trans person that tried to transition to be the first trans person to get an abortion.
When are they on camp?
That's a good idea.
When are they on camp?
I've been reaching out for
I want to go watch
I've been reaching
it.
out for weeks, bro.
I want to watch that
They
episode.
haven't responded.
Okay,
They haven't responded.
it's a woman that's transitioning into a
A
man
man transitioned to a woman
to get an abortion.
and then get a uterus put in and then get a baby in the
you
uterus.
can't put a uterus in.
Yeah, what?
You're so small-minded.
What do you think?
I'm not small-minded. I just know for a fact you can't put it. I mean, you can put it in there. It's just gonna float around. It's
You
not
know,
gonna
when
be
you catch a
connected.
rocket on chopstick, you can't put a uterus inside a dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Catching a rocket with chopsticks is easy. You just need to make a machine that goes like that.
They are kind of chopsticks when you think about it. They're kind of already chopsticks.
It's really not that hard.
It's just,
That's it. You don't think we've made machines go dead?
come on.
There's one guy in the booth and he just hits a button and it goes dead. And people acting like this is the greatest invention of all time.
Yeah.
No, what you just said to me is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Putting a uterus inside of a man. Whew, for the sole purpose of getting pregnant and then having an abortion.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the future. It's the future, bro.
Wow. Okay,
This is the real,
Katsu.
the real
Yeah.
thing that's happening.
Yeah, it's
No, it's not gonna
It's not a
fucking
real
happen.
thing. That's happening. It's one person on the internet that's
One
crazy.
fucking kooky mongoloid. One kooky mongoloid is going to try to do this and then cause a big stir, but not in Trump's America anymore.
What about foreign wars? Can we end those?
You know, you already saw what happened. Day one.
What happened?
The Houthis. You know who they are?
Yeah. Rwanda?
Yemen, motherfucker.
The Houthis and Tutsis?
No, that's the Tutsis and Houthis.
Oh, okay.
The
okay.
Houthis.
Okay.
They're in Yemen and they, day one, were like, yo, my bad.
Oh, word?
Day one, they said, my bad.
Trump be bringing the ruckus to these folks, dude. You gotta admit it. He be shutting them up.
Wait, what did they actually say?
They said I don't know how they pronounce it,
Is
but
this
it
true?
was,
Is this
What does that translate to in Arabic?
like?
I think
Something of
they
the sort. It's
said
them saying that
means kill the Jews.
our operations
bad.
in the waters off because they basically target ships that are passing and hijacking and doing all the things.
and now all of a
Saying,
sudden
"We're
it's
done.
all
We're done."
good. Now it's
We're good.
all good because they
It was
know what the
defensive. We're
fuck
good.
time it is.
Iran, they need to be worried
Ooh.
because
Ooh.
he thinks they try to take him out, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's the first people I'm getting my get back on.
Let's go get our corners, Doug.
What
Yeah.
about Russia Ukraine? He said
That's just done.
He said he would stop that.
That's over immediately. That's over immediately.
What about these Jews?
Mega Nagila. I mean, if there's any justification or reason why I would think that they're very happy, it's the fact that I didn't want to go to 58th Street to that polling station, and Tanya goes, "I'll drive you." So I think we know what side the Jews are on in this one.
Are they banning TikTok?
Oh yeah.
No,
Why not?
you don't have to do that now.
What? It's Chinese
No, we
spyware.
should ban
Just
TikTok.
put a tariff on it.
Yeah, you gotta put a tariff.
He's
Yeah,
gonna make
you
the
just put
US
a
buy
tariff on it.
TikTok.
No. I think TikTok's fine.
Even if it's controlled by the Chinese government?
Yeah, what's your deal, dude?
Well, okay. My honest answer is Trump is already elected. You can't win re-election, so he's not really worried about that. So he's like, all right, do whatever you want. Like you can influence the next election, but it's not going to be me involved. So I don't go fuck. That's my perception. I think TikTok, in terms of influencing an election that he's involved in, is way more concerning for him than the following election. And I think by the next election, he's like, I'm 82. If my kids aren't running, which I don't think any of them will, is like,
Yeah.
I don't know how involved he's going to be, but I can't imagine it's going to be bad.
What about all the tweets? I've seen people say like, "Oh, America's over. This guy's going to take Project 2025 is going to destroy the country."
No,
I don't think he's into Project 2025. I don't think I'm not saying everything he said was honest, but I believed him when he said, I got nothing to do with that. That was one thing I believed. I didn't believe him when he told me I'm going to dial back the rhetoric. That I have a hard time believing. But when he was like that, because that just doesn't sound like his shit at all. And he doesn't seem like he is going to do something because they tell him to. Either part, anybody.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not going to tell me what to do. No matter what fucking who you are, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. You're going to try and push your little shit on me. It's not going to happen.
Now, there's a part of me that goes like, he might look back and see FDR got 3 terms.
No, that might happen.
Yeah, I mean, like, somebody just got to not tell Trump that FDR got 3 terms, because it's very possible Trump has no clue FDR was in there for 3 terms. But once he finds that shit out, he's like, oh, hold on. The fuck did that legless dude get to do 3 terms as president? I'm definitely running back for one more. Bloomberg got an extra term when he was mayor.
Bloomberg, we should run that back, to be honest with you.
Of course. There is a world where that happens, and I would be super against that. I would be so against that. That would be the worst part. No. In all seriousness, I'd be very much against that. And I think that would be a cause for concern. But I don't think he'll go after that. Genuinely. I genuinely don't think it. I genuinely don't think it.
Well, they wrote an amendment against it.
After FDR, right?
Yeah.
So there was no rule before that?
I don't think so.
There
no.
wasn't.
There was no term
I think it was like an
limits.
unspoken thing. Like you just generally didn't do it.
because George
Washington
George
stepped down.
W.
So he did too. So everybody's
George
like,
W, you're right.
That's
It
what I
was
call him, George
That's
W.
funny.
Yeah.
so he did too. Therefore, other people can do too.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I think he intentionally didn't run a third time.
How much fun was having slaves that he was like, I'm tired of being president.
I'm not seeing the correlation. I mean, I'm sure it was fun.
No correlation.
I'm sure it wasn't boring.
He left the presidency to go own his slaves
But
again.
you can do both.
No, he couldn't.
If you're a president, you just you just have slaves everywhere.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it the way he wanted to. He couldn't do it the way he wanted. No. George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington. Like he
You
had
think-
to be in there signing documents all fucking day, and he's looking at the field. He's like, no.
You think once Abe lost his slaves, he was like, somebody put a bullet in my head. Fuck.
Apparently, that's why George Washington left. I talked to a guy. He's like, yeah, he's like a huge land speculator, had so much money. He's like the wealthiest guy when he left presidency. To this day, he's like the richest president.
Okay, so when I said it, there's no correlation. It doesn't make any sense. And then when Mark
He
says
made it
land
make sense.
speculation and all
He
these
made it
other
make
gay
sense.
words,
You see how he made it
now
make
it
sense?
makes a lot of
You
sense.
see how he made it
Slavery.
make sense? You just said the
Y'all
two
are,
things.
you guys hate real Americans. You guys hate real hardworking Americans. That's what it is. You're liberal elitists. You're some champagne liberals. And when a real hardworking blue collar American like me comes
Blue
along,
collar. You can't even put a
collar-
tushy on your toilet.
What's that?
The bidet.
Yeah, because that's a gay thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have something shooting in my ass.
blue collar, bro.
That's the most blue collar, dude. That's
What
real
is
men.
going on with you?
Real, I'm just saying you can't install anything in your life.
Yo, can you just acknowledge that was a horrible way to prove
For
your
example.
point?
Here's a for example. I stand by my point. Here's a for example. I could have gone with a better thing you couldn't
Yeah,
install.
build a shelf or
Build a
something.
for example. Build a shelf would have been a
Change
better.
the oil in your
Build
car.
a shelf.
Change the oil.
Something.
Change the oil.
Change the oil. Change the
tire.
flat
Yeah,
tire.
there you go.
There's a lot of things. I just grabbed the first one.
Can't even put foam on a macchiato. You call yourself blue collar?
Can't assemble a charcuterie. Like, what about you is blue collar at all?
Yo, Akash is so fucking rich. It's unbelievable.
I know. It's crazy.
This guy's so rich, dude. What
Yeah.
a rich fucking guy you are.
A lot of Indians came out for Trump. Do you think you had anything to do with it?
Yeah, dude.
You're-
Son, I'm a hero over there.
Your
right
glowing
now.
endorsement, I think.
I'm a
Really.
hero over there.
yeah, what did Modi say? I'm gonna be. I'm so angry.
That was the most non-racist Indian accent I've ever heard.
Yeah,
in
it
my
was
childhood.
Japanese.
That was the funny. Nobody caught on to that. Nobody caught on to. He did a Japanese.
gonna do it.
He goes, I will handle it. And we just sat there and pretended that he wasn't doing a Japanese accent. For
Oh my god.
he might not know that Modi's not Japanese.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's Asian.
Facts. Okay, so we hope that Elon is involved. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
It is interesting that.
Worries me a little bit.
Well, okay, I want to hear that perspective.
Just because of how like quick he is with his cuts. Like in a private sector, cool, but like with the government,
So what-
it's
Yeah, I-
too many
real quick.
ramifications.
So what he said was, I thought quite interesting. He was like, we have to take care of these people. So I think what we should do is pay them 2 years of salary the day that we fire them. We don't want people to leave and then be homeless. We don't want people to leave and hurt. These are people
I
with
didn't hear him
families.
say that.
So he's like,
Okay.
let's pay them the 2 years of salary up front. And then they'll have 2 years to figure out the next thing they're going to do with their life. And these are people who obviously can hold a job. These are people who obviously are proficient at something. So they'll go help America in other ways and hold positions in other ways. But at least we won't be kicking them out the door and then they're on their ass.
2 years.
But then also the way he
2 years is a little fucking crazy. 2 years? You get a fucking midterm to figure out what you want to do? That's nuts, dude.
You will leave my office right now.
A year is more than enough.
Nah, come on.
So whatever they end up coming to, at least what I was saying is when he said that, I was like, okay, at least there's some compassion here. Because I was concerned about that too. You have a friend who has a job, he's working for the government. And a lot of people, you remember this, like when you get a job working for the government, there's this feeling like, okay, as long as I stick in this job for
Yeah.
25, 30 years, I'll be safe. I'll have my, what is it called? Pension. And like, I'll be able to like retire and take care of my family.
You rich fucks don't even
We ain't
know.
rich fucks. We just never had one of them jobs.
I never heard of a job where you get 2 years paid paid severance.
So it's 2 years is a lot, but
Have some compassion.
Yeah, you're
bro.
so caught up on the
you
2
are
years.
2 years is insane, dude. A year is honestly too much, but you can have it.
Akash is so.
So I know this motherfucker was almost poor, and he's like, "Yo,
No, he was poor. He was
I
almost
need to go to one of these government jobs."